Fairbanks. I'm going past Turnagain Arm right now. This is salt water, and there's often beluga whales feeding in here. There's a pot of beluga whales that live in Turnagain Arm. You can see it's a little bit rainy. Dangerous here. Everyone drives like mad in these spots. I haven't seen the beluga whales yet. Maybe you'll spot them. I'm about not quite halfway through my journey from home to Fairbanks. So I'm going up to spear humpback whitefish at night. I didn't bring my pole spear. That's the only dang thing that I forgot. But I got my hand spear. So I'm going to see if I can pick one up in Anchorage here. If I can, I can. If not, it's all right. I got my hand spear, and I still got my wetsuit. And I'll just adapt, improvise, and overcome. So that's the Alaskan way. Went through the pass, and I couldn't get you any pictures there, but there was a little sunny spot. The fall colors are beautiful right now. But once we get up to Fairbanks, it'll be even more intense. I'm going to try to go to St. Herman's Orthodox Church in Fairbanks. I brought some church clothes with me. Tonight, I'm just going to have to stay up all night. Maybe I'll go to church and go back fishing. We'll see how close they are to each other. I think it's a little bit of a drive between where I'm camping and where I'm going to church. So this is a long adventure. I picked up this rental car because after the season rentals are cheap, and I haven't taken a vacation for myself in 2 years, and I was almost just going to say I'm not even going to do it this year. But I'm getting the Alaska Permanent Fund in a couple days. So, and I needed a break to just get away from work for a couple days and go up and do some fishing and see a couple things that I wanted to see. Right before my dog died, I didn't know if he was going to make it. But I took him with me up there. So this will be the last spot where me and my dog camped out before he died once I get there. I'm sure I'm going to tear up when I see the beaches where I walked him. Kind of am already. So here's the Turnagain Arm, almost to Girdwood, Alaska. I don't know how good the video quality is right now, but I also brought a GoPro and an underwater camera. And if I don't get hypothermia when I jump in the water in my wetsuit, I'll try to get some fish videos as well. So thank you guys for joining me. I'll keep this on for a little bit as we drive up Turnagain Arm. And if you want to support my channel, because people keep telling me why don't I just give the link, it's just paypal.me/PikeA. Capital P, lowercase I-K-E, capital A. paypal.me/PikeA. And I appreciate it. I don't do any YouTube things. I just work as much as I can doing 2 jobs. Thankfully, a lady that let me do caretaking overnight for a couple times is pretty much funding the trip. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to do it. There's a couple swans right there. Wild swans getting ready to head south. There's the Alaska Railroad tracks that parallel Turnagain Arm. Mountains are beautiful here. On the other side is Hope, Alaska. And this is the horrible mud that kills people. You never want to go step into this mud. It's like quicksand. There's horrible stories about people getting stuck in the mud in Turnagain Arm and dying, among them a newlywed couple where the lady ended up getting ripped in half by a helicopter because they didn't know what else to do to try to get her out before she drowned. So pretty horrible. You can see it looks safe, but I tell you what, that mud, that stuff will kill you. I think they probably should put some more warning signs, stay off the mud. Because every once in a while someone tries to go get a picture of a bird or something like that, or a whale, and it goes badly. See beautiful mountains here. Even though we're in the mountains right now, driving through Turnagain Arm is really not terrible at all. There's not any real steep inclines and downclines other than going across Resurrection River, but even that's not really bad at all. I think the only stretch of bad, weird mountains that I had ever drove through was by Kings Mountain heading towards Delta Junction, and that can get sketchy in the winter. But you just take it slow and use your head. See, there's snow on the mountains already up there. Beautiful fall colors. Coming up to Girdwood or Alyeska Ski Resort. Chugach National Forest. I'm not going to stop much anywhere on this trip other than grab a sandwich at Burger King and then keep driving north toward Fairbanks. I rented this because I got a super good discount. 2025, Toyota RAV4 hybrid. So it's only used like a quarter tank of gas since I left Kenai. There's a boar tide that comes through here, and it's like a standing wave 3 feet tall. And sometimes people be lined up on surfboards and kayaks and let it push them. I think it's 20-something miles or something like that, if I remember right. And they'll ride the whole length of it. But still, that's pretty extreme and dangerous getting in and out with this mud. Beautiful fall colors along the Alaska Railroad tracks. I think I'm something like 32 miles from Anchorage. Hope everyone's having a good day. Thank God for allowing me to do this. I brought my prayer book. I hope I get to talk with the priest up there at St. Herman's. Of course, do prayers for us. And then tomorrow night, I'll get my cabin actually at after noon tomorrow. it opens up, and then I can use my reservation there when I camp at the Olney's Pond Cabin. And if anyone's up there in Fairbanks in Alaska and wants to come out, have some fellowship, pray, have a cup of coffee, come on out. I'd love to have you. I already checked in on Facebook at St. Herman's up there in Fairbanks. Told them I'm looking forward to coming. I'm not sure if I'm going to go there tonight at 6 or do Divine Liturgy Sunday morning there. I'm hoping to do one or the other. And if not, just at least have a chance to visit. This, we got Dall sheep and mountain goats on the right. They'll be up in the higher steep spots. Get some of that out of the way. They're not quite there yet, but this highway gets kind of dangerous with rock slides. In the winter, when I had to go buy my backup spare car, there was huge rocks, like microwave-sized rock that fallen right into my lane. Thank God I got around it and wasn't focused on looking at something else, or man, that would have exploded on me. I think maybe sometime I'll take the train back up there to Fairbanks again. Maybe take the train up there and do it that way if I go next year, if I'm blessed with a permit. This is a drawing permit that I got to be able to spear these whitefish. It's not something that us Alaskans just get to do whenever we want. It's a drawing you put in for the permit, and then they draw your name, or they don't draw it. There's only so many permits. Then you got to print off your paperwork and take it with you and fill it out as you get your fish. There's burbot in there too. So we'll see if we see any burbot. Kind of excited. Last time I was so worried about my dog, I didn't even end up staying that long. I was really depressed and bummed out and left. Because he was struggling. But I know he's in heaven. I heard some preachers say that animals don't go to heaven and they don't have souls. Well, that's the silliest thing, actually the stupidest thing that anyone could think. If you've ever watched an animal die and watched the light go out of its eyes, you know for sure they have a soul. They give us so much love. My dog was willing to sacrifice himself to protect me. You know, so thankful that I had all that time with him. I posted a short video where I was mushroom picking yesterday, and that was like one of the last times I got to take my dog with me into the mountains. We got some road construction here, so I better settle down a bit on the speed. Yeah, they're serious if it's 45. As always, you can leave whatever comments you want. It doesn't offend me because I pray for you. God loves you and I love you. Must be teaching a class and doing the paving machine. This month I get to do an emergency trauma technician class again through work. Even though it's optional, I do it every year because I think it's important. Oh, Nazi. Birdhouse. We just passed Bird Creek. Has a run of silver salmon in there. There's lots of brown bears.